From darkness to light, healing mushrooms bring hope to suicide survivors. Suicide is a tragedy that affects millions of people worldwide, leaving emotional scars not only on those who are directly impacted, but also on their families, friends, and communities. The healing process for survivors, those left to cope with the loss of a loved one, or even those who themselves have faced suicidal thoughts, can be long, difficult, and fraught with feelings of hopelessness and despair. However, a growing body of research and personal testimonies is bringing many a new source of hope: healing mushrooms. Psychedelic mushrooms, specifically those containing the compound psilocybin, have been gaining increasing attention in recent years for their therapeutic potential. Once considered merely a recreational substance, psilocybin is now being investigated for its role in mental health recovery, including for those struggling with trauma, depression, and suicidal ideation. This video explores how healing mushrooms are offering light at the end of the tunnel for suicide survivors, providing a glimmer of hope that mental health conditions long seen as intractable may finally be treated in ways previously unimaginable. The trauma of suicide survivors. The survivors of suicide often carry heavy emotional burdens. Those who lose loved ones to suicide, known as suicide loss survivors, are at a heightened risk of experiencing anxiety, depression, and complicated grief. These individuals often feel a unique and painful combination of shock, guilt, and sadness. The stigma surrounding suicide adds to their sense of isolation, with many survivors feeling they cannot talk about their grief or confusion. For those who have personally contemplated suicide, there is a constant internal battle. Feelings of unworthiness, despair, and emotional numbness cloud their judgment, making the world seem darker and more insurmountable with each passing day. Healing from this place of darkness requires more than traditional methods. It demands new approaches that offer profound shifts in consciousness and perception. The rise of psilocybin in mental health treatment. Psilocybin, the active compound found in certain species of mushrooms, has been used for centuries by indigenous cultures for spiritual and medicinal purposes. However, its potential therapeutic applications have only recently garnered mainstream attention, especially in the context of mental health. Recent studies have shown promising results in the use of psilocybin as a treatment for depression, PTSD, and anxiety disorders. The research suggests that, when administered in a controlled setting under the guidance of trained professionals, psilocybin can help patients confront deep-seated emotional pain and achieve lasting psychological benefits. For suicide survivors, this could mean the ability to process grief, reconnect with hope, and alter the cognitive patterns that fuel suicidal thoughts. A landmark study by Johns Hopkins University, for instance, found that a single dose of psilocybin, when combined with therapy, led to significant reductions in anxiety and depression in terminally ill patients. These results have inspired similar trials targeting suicide survivors and individuals struggling with chronic suicidal ideation. Psilocybin and the neuroplasticity of the brain. One of the most promising aspects of psilocybin is its ability to promote neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to form new neural connections. In people suffering from depression and PTSD, the brain often becomes stuck in negative thought patterns and neural pathways that perpetuate emotional pain. Psilocybin is thought to help reset these pathways, allowing individuals to break free from entrenched patterns of thought that contribute to their distress. This neurological reset can be especially beneficial for suicide survivors, whose minds may be heavily influenced by cycles of rumination, guilt, and despair. By opening new neural pathways, psilocybin helps individuals develop healthier, more balanced perspectives on their experiences. These shifts are not just temporary, but can lead to profound and lasting changes in mental health, offering survivors a chance to rebuild their lives from a foundation of hope rather than hopelessness. A journey of self-discovery and healing. For many survivors of suicide, the process of healing can feel like an uphill battle. Traditional therapies, such as counseling and medication, may not always be effective, or they may take a long time to yield results. Healing mushrooms, however, offer a different kind of therapy, one that works on a deeper, more existential level. The therapeutic use of psilocybin often involves a guided experience known as a trip, where the individual is encouraged to confront their deepest fears and traumas. For suicide survivors, this could mean revisiting the trauma of their loss or exploring the feelings of worthlessness and despair that lead them to consider suicide in the first place. While the experience can be intense, it is often described as transformative. Under the supervision of trained therapists, psilocybin users can gain new insights into their emotional pain. The experience can bring a sense of clarity, self-compassion, and understanding that is difficult to achieve through conventional methods. Survivors who have undergone psilocybin therapy often report feeling a renewed sense of connection with themselves and with others, as well as a greater sense of peace and purpose in their lives. Personal stories of hope. Many suicide survivors have shared their transformative experiences with psilocybin in a therapeutic setting. One individual, who had lost a close friend to suicide, described a session where they were able to confront the guilt they had carried for years. "I realized that I couldn't have saved them, but I could still honor their memory and live in a way that makes me proud," they said. This newfound perspective, facilitated by the psilocybin experience, helped them find peace and begin the healing process. Another survivor who had battled with suicidal ideation for years noted how psilocybin allowed them to see beyond the darkness. They described the experience as if they were shedding layers of fear and negativity, ultimately gaining a new understanding of their own worth and potential. "It was like my mind had been in a constant storm, and suddenly the clouds parted. I could finally breathe again." The future of psilocybin in suicide prevention. As the therapeutic potential of psilocybin continues to gain recognition, there is hope that it will become an important tool in suicide prevention. The ability of healing mushrooms to offer profound emotional insights, combined with their capacity for promoting neuroplasticity, makes them a powerful ally for those struggling with suicidal thoughts. While psilocybin is not a cure-all, it offers a promising alternative for those whose mental health struggles have not responded to traditional treatments. In the future, as more research is conducted and psilocybin becomes more widely accessible, this natural remedy may be integrated into mainstream mental health care, offering a new path toward healing for suicide survivors. The journey from darkness to light is never easy, but for many suicide survivors, healing mushrooms like psilocybin are offering a beacon of hope. Through their ability to promote neuroplasticity, provide deep emotional insights, and help individuals confront and process their trauma, these mushrooms are helping to rewrite the narrative of mental health recovery. With continued research and growing acceptance, psychedelic mushrooms may one day play a critical role in offering light to those trapped in the darkness of despair, showing them that hope can be found even in the most unlikely of places. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Drop a comment with your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next one.